if we're talking about the internet, we also need to talk about how to protect yourself on the internet. Every time you connect to this massive global network, you're putting yourself at risk. There are things you can do though to minimize that risk. But just remember, if you're in this network, you're also, plugged into a network of criminals, a network of people who are not there to be productive like you on the internet, but there to cause chaos, to profit off of your information, to steal your information, and even hurt you. So cybersecurity, hugely important when we're discussing the internet. So, a little introduction to the topic. What is cybersecurity? Well, it refers to the practice of protecting systems, networks, and data from attacks, from unauthorized access. So, key aspects of this field include data protection. That means making sure that sensitive information is not easily accessible. Network security. So, that means that certain networks, right, only the right people can enter them. For example, you might have a business network at your job. And if you're dealing with sensitive data, like I was at my previous job, working with government secrets, I did have to get a security clearance. They took network security very, very seriously. Application security, so apps and software, they do deal with your data. If you're on social media, you put in a lot of personal identifying information. So those apps have to make sure they secure your data. Operational security, that means that you're managing and protecting the way networks and data is handled. So making sure your organization is following best practices. And then there's incident response. It's making sure that if things do go wrong, right, you're prepared for those worst case scenarios. So why should you care about cybersecurity? Well, because your financial data is at risk, your personal information is at risk, and you want to be a good digital citizen. You want to be someone who adds to this internet ecosystem, right, and not takes away from. So there are financial data breaches, online scams, cryptocurrency and investment fraud, predatory profit models. Pretty much everyone's after your money on the internet. Uh, it's so easy, right, to trick people. There are certain populations who are more exposed to these kinds of scams. But yeah, if someone's going to be, taking the risk of attacking your data, right, of trying to steal it, of breaking laws because there are laws against this, it's probably because they're going to get something from it, right? There's some financial gain to it. There's also information risk. So that kind of goes hand in hand with financial risk. If I steal your social security, for example, I can open up a credit card account. If I steal your passwords, I can log into your bank account. So your information is also very, very closely tied to financial risk. And if you do, learn the best practices, then you can become a digital citizen, right? You can practice ethical online behavior, but you can also educate your community to make sure that, these scammers, these hackers make their job harder to attack your family, your friends, and your broader community. So go ahead and watch this video on how to protect your data when you're online from Nova PBS.